The morning exploded with a blare of sirens, ripping through the quiet of Willow Lake like a thunderclap. I froze mid-sip, coffee scalding my lip as red and blue lights flashed across my driveway. A deputy stood rigid, hand on his holster, barking. "Step away from the boat, sir. Hands up." His voice cut sharper than the dawn chill, as if I were hiding a bomb instead of waxing Seawolf, my 35-foot retired Coast Guard cutter. Behind him, a woman in a turquoise blazer wielded her phone like a grenade launcher, filming me with a smirk that screamed trouble. "He's parked a battleship in our neighborhood," she shrieked into a call, her voice piercing enough to rattle windows. That was how I met Sil V.Y. Vance, the iron-fisted HOA president of Willow Lake Estates. I'd been here 3 days, boxes still stacked in the garage, and already I was her public enemy number one. "I'm Nathan Hayes, ex-Coast Guard captain, retired after 25 years of chasing storms and smugglers. My wife, Claire, and I bought this lakeside house for a quiet life fishing, maybe teaching kids to sail. Seawolf was my partner through hurricanes and rescues. Now stripped of anything remotely weaponized, just a sleek gray hull with my old insignia painted proudly on the side. I thought a lake community would respect her scars. I was dead wrong." Sil V.Y.'s eyes glinted with zeal as the deputy named Tag Donovan strode forward. "Documentation for this craft?" he asked, eyeing Seawolf like it might fire missiles. Barefoot in jeans, I handed over the registration, permits, and a letter confirming CI.V.Y. lien status. "She's legal," I said, "and she's a cutter, not a destroyer." I flashed my ID, Captain Nathan Hayes, retired. Donovan's jaw softened, but Sil V.Y. wasn't buying it. Her bob haircut quivered as she snapped. "This monstrosity scares people. It's an HOA V.Y. olation egregious." I scanned the empty street. "Scares you mean?" Her lips thinned to a slash. Donovan returned my papers. "No law's broken, ma'am. Boats can park in driveways if they're not blocking anything." Sil V.Y.'s face twisted like she'd swallowed a wasp. "This isn't over," she hissed, storming to her SUV, its HOA president magnet gleaming like a badge of war. Tires squealed as she sped off. By noon, my inbox pinged with her email screed in bold Comic Sans declaring Seawolf a Category 3 aesthetic felony. It cited fake bylaws and demanded I ditch the boat in 24 hours or face disciplinary action. Attached was a photo of Seawolf with red arrows labeling it threat to serenity and eyesore. I laughed, but unease gnawed. Sil V.Y. wasn't just a busybody, she was a general in her own mind, and I'd just declared war. The next week was a siege. I checked the real HOA rules. Boats could stay in driveways 96 hours, no restrictions unless obstructing traffic. I emailed Sil V.Y. the relevant page, signing off "Cheers, Nathan." Her reply came at 2 a.m. a 10-page Willow Lake code she'd invented, banning militarized vehicles and intimidating flora. Pure fiction but bold. Then came the drone. Claire and I were grilling steaks when a buzz sliced the dusk. I flicked on the spotlight, catching a quadcopter hovering over Seawolf, camera winking. It zipped back to Sil V.Y.'s yard, where she stood, tablet glowing, smug as a cat with a mouse. I ordered a security camera that night nothing fancy, just sharp enough to catch her. By next evening, I had footage of Sil V.Y. circling my driveway, snapping photos and muttering about standards. She upped the ante with an unannounced HOA meeting, pushing to ban combat vessels. A neighbor, Jamal, a retired firefighter with a baritone chuckle, tipped me off. She had slides calling her boat a PTSD trigger. People laughed. Still, Sil V.Y. rallied 3 Ali Issa guy mad I'd outbid him on the house, a woman who thought Seawolf was a submarine and a bored retiree. They whined about feeling unsafe. I crashed the meeting, leaning against the clubhouse door in my old Coast Guard cap. Sil V.Y. was mid-speech, projecting a grainy drone shot of my yard labeled Covert Active VY tie. 4 a.m. Covert, I said, stepping forward. That's my sprinkler. Snickers rippled through the room. I held up the bylaws. No ban on boats. No rule giving you power to spy. A's face reddened, but Jamal stood. Nathan saved lives with that boat. You're scared of history. A few clapped. A's glare could have melted steel. She didn't quit. Next morning, a pink sticker marred Seawolf's windshield. Remove now. No logo, just A's scrawl. I taped it to my mailbox with a sign. Sarah VYC honored, tyrants ignored. Donovan texted later. She called 911. Claims your boat's humming. We're coming. He arrived, sighed, and said, her cat's off its food. Blames you. I grinned. Tell her to switch brands. A's neck strike it hard. I woke to Seawolf's port side, drenched in neon orange paint, dripping letters spelling get out. Claire's eyes blazed. This is vandalism. I nodded, checking the camera. There was Vy at 1:37 a.m. in a tracksuit, slathering paint like a rogue artist, even posing for a photo. I called Donovan, handed over the footage, and filed a report. She'll squirm, he said. I shrugged. Let her. Vy denied it on the neighborhood app, blaming vandals and polling. Should this war machine stay? Most voted it's fine, but she kept at it, mailing fake citations claiming Seawolf disrupted Wi-Fi. I fought back with community. Jamal and I planned a Scrub the Seawolf fundraiser for the Veterans Clinic. Neighbors showed up with sponges, kids asked about Seawolf's adventures, and I shared a tale of a midnight rescue. A boy named Leo beamed. Your boat's a superhero. His mom hugged me. Keep her here. Vy arrived, filming in a Vy Olet blazer, yelling about illegal gatherings. She cornered Mrs. Rosa, a 78-year-old widow, demanding her ID for a Vy olation list. Rosa laughed. I serve Vy vet a dictatorship, honey. You're nothing. The crowd roared. A news crew, tipped off anonymously, filmed my speech about Seawolf's Air VYC. Vy tried to interrupt, ranting about psychological warfare, but tripped over a garden hose, her tirade airing to thousands. Memes exploded, the Vy asyncs. Her revenge was sneaky. That night, my garage light died. The breaker box showed tampering scuff marks, a loose wire. No proof, but Vy's signature was all over it. I didn't call Donovan. Instead, I phoned an old Coast Guard pal, Tara, a digital forensics whiz. She hacked into the HOA portal Vy controlled, finding a secret admin account tied to her email. Logs showed Vy faking votes, deleting posts, and sending her self-complaints to justify her rules. Fraud, plain as day. I mailed Vy a still from the paint footage her with a brush, mid-smirk with a note. Truth cuts deeper than paint. No name. Her morning walk skipped, her drone stayed grounded. But Vy didn't fold, she struck. A week later, a courier delivered a lawsuit. Vy claimed Seawolf caused emotional distress, property value loss, and targeted intimidation via maritime imagery. It was absurd, but calculated. Claire, a retired JAG lawyer, read it and grinned. She's toast. We countersued, packing Evy Denke. Tara's logs, paint footage, Jamal's testimony, and Rose's account of Vy forging HOA minutes years back. The hearing was a circus. Vy's lawyer, sweating in a cheap suit, rambled about neighborhood peace and sonic emissions, claiming Seawolf's hull glared aggressively. Claire stood, calm as a lighthouse, presenting our case. Vandalism, fraud, harassment. She played the paint Vy Deo, then a deleted HOA post of Vy, a bullying a neighbor into compliance. Vy leapt up, yelling about Coast Guard plots. The judge, a steely woman, shut her down. Sit, MS. Vance. The ruling crushed her. Her suit dismissed, our countersuit greenlit for arbitration, with an HOA probe ordered. Vy fled, her lawyer mumbling apologies. Neighbors emailed support. Jamal brought beers, toasting the captain who sank the Kraken. Vy's final gambit was desperate. Weeks after losing her HOA throne, she parked her SUV across my driveway. Doors chained, signs screaming "No Navy here." She blared a megaphone rant about tyranny and boat oppression, live streaming to a dozen VYUers. Neighbors gaped. Jamal munched popcorn. Donovan's team cut the chains, finding Sil VY slumped inside, sobbing about betrayal. They cited her for trespassing and towed her away. Her live stream drowned in laughing emojis. We threw barbecue steaks, music, kids playing tag. Seawolf stood proud, polished to a sheen. The new HOA, led by Rosa, vowed fairness. Jamal's dog, Duke, was named mascot. A city letter praised my community leadership, inviting me to an award ceremony. Sil VYA's petition to cancel it flopped, earning her a CIVYC ban. Her house went dark, a foreclosure notice nailed to the door. Whispers said she dodged dues and lost a shady lawsuit. I didn't cheer justice was enough. I launched Seawolf that summer, the lake glinting like glass. Neighbors cheered as she hit the water, Claire tossing me a beer from the deck. Out on the waves, my phone buzzed a Coast Guard contact. "Captain Hayes, it's Torres. Need you for CIVY Lien task force negotiation, no guns. You in? Claire Mount, say no." I grinned. "Only if Seawolf comes." Torres laughed. "Done." The horizon stretched wide. Sil VYA's chaos, a fading ripple. Seawolf glided forward, and I felt at peace, hard-won and steady. The fight was over, but the open water called. If you were the one in this story, how would you react? Would you stand up and fight back, or accept the unreasonable pressure and control from the HOA? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this VY Deo with more people. Your small action gives us the motivation to keep bringing you more intense and engaging stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next VY Deo.